It was a crisis that never was. The Polish president announcing today that it was not Russia, after all, that fired a missile which landed in Poland yesterday, killing at least 2 people. Instead, it was probably a misfire by Ukrainian air defenses, dramatically easing tensions after NATO allies scrambled overnight. President Biden holding an emergency meeting at the G7 as allegations swirled that Russia had attacked NATO, potentially widening the war. Poland is a NATO member. Later, President Biden played down the possibility of Russian involvement.
It's unlikely in the minds of the trajectory that it was fired from Russia.
Today, NATO said the fatal accident was not Ukraine's fault, blaming Russia because Ukraine was only firing its missile defenses after Russia launched airstrikes, targeting infrastructure across Ukraine, plunging large parts of the country into darkness. Immediately after the explosion in Poland, Ukraine said Russia was responsible. And tonight, Ukraine's President Zelensky insisting it was not our missile, it was not our missile strike. Russia says its enemies were trying to whip up hysteria with false, unfounded accusations. Moscow did not mention its airstrikes, including against Kyiv, which appear to be revenge for the loss of the city of Kherson. The area is still exposed to Russian artillery and sniper fire.
This is as close as we can get. Russian troops have pulled back to the far banks of this river, just a few hundred yards away. They say that in modern war there aren't any front lines anymore. Here, there certainly are, and that's it.
The Ukrainians collapsed the bridge to ensure the Russians don't come back.
Richard, it's interesting. The U.S. says Russia did not respond when they initially called them about the Poland missile strike.
Yes, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, General Milley, says that he was unable to reach his Russian counterpart. Ultimately, this proved not to be a major crisis, more of a fire drill. But it did expose how quickly things can escalate and how those critical lines of communication can break down.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.